All right, welcome back. And this is a very good quote that I heard of if you enjoy something but you enjoy it too often, you stop enjoying it. Which is a very good quote because it kind of translates to everything that I'm sort of like finding out within the gym now. And basically the last like couple of months I've enjoyed it a lot. I've enjoyed the whole process and the whole change and everything that's been going on. But I got to a point where I was enjoying it too much and you just stop enjoying it. So like it's not like easy to explain, but I'll try and explain it to the way that I'd understand. So the whole routine, especially diet's like one of the main ones that I struggle with a lot. And when I'm eating the same meals every day, yes, I enjoy it because I'm able to be more. I can fluctuate my food more. So like, I can have oats in the morning. I can have my potatoes and chicken. I can have pasta bolognese, then chicken rice, and then a tuna wrap. So that's like completely different to obviously each other. So I'm not eating the same chicken and rice, chicken rice, chicken rice. Like 3-4 times a day, or even doing oats 5 times a day. So I'm not like, you know, I'm not being boring with it, but because I've been switching it up so much with my diet, I've really enjoyed it. And then going into the gym, like really enjoying the workouts and really focusing on actually progressing and going through stuff. It's it's eventually got to a point where things start to slow down. But obviously that's the whole point of consistency. That is the definition of being consistent. And really sticking with that set routine over a long period of time. It's been like 5 years. You know, I wouldn't say eating the same foods, but I'd say focusing more on the gym and nutrition. Getting all my protein in, hitting my macros. For the past 5 years, trying to hit like the same thing and be more focused on that. I think it eventually got to a point where I was getting too bored with doing the same thing that I actually enjoy doing. So like the gym's definitely one of those where I like to wake up every day and then evolve my whole day around the gym. So today, for example, I got up in the morning, had my oats, and then I cleaned up the house a little bit, made my pre-workout, filming this, and then going to the gym. But then I've still got the tip to go to. I've still got to edit this. I've still got to meal prep. But yeah, everything's done after the gym. So it's like the peak time to actually fit it in. But yeah, it's difficult to try and explain. It might not make that much sense. But right now, what I'm trying to focus on now is just getting into the gym and trying to beat that hurdle. But the things that I'm trying to change to help me with this is I've definitely slowed down the whole rep range and my tempo basically. So I'm doing I think it's around 4-1-2-1. So 4 on the way down, 1 second like slight pause at the bottom, 2 up, so it's not like a full jolt. It's nice and controlled on the way up, and then obviously again a second at the top, and then back down 4-1-2-1, and then 4. Yeah. So it makes sense to me. So that's what I'm doing. I've slowed it down a little bit. My diet have been really shit this week with it. So again, that's another like reason why I'm eager to get back into eating properly. Like if anyone else is watching, I didn't have a full pack of Hobnobs, 2 packs of custard creams, and Yorkie bar this week. Didn't have that, and the Macca's yesterday. Didn't have any of that. All right, it's just something that I've bought out there. Great. So yeah, that's unfortunately that's like the sort of food that I have eaten this week. But again, I'm at this point now where I'm not happy that I've done it, but I'm not sad. I'm not like sitting and dwelling on the fact that I've done it, which I'd say is a good mentality to have when it comes to diet and food, because when you do slip either way, you eventually start to correct yourself, if if you want it enough. So like when I finished eating them, I was like, yeah, this is great. I'm gonna carry on eating until I finish the packet. Like great. And then afterwards, I was like, oh, I feel a bit shit. I shouldn't really have done that. And then the day after, I just come to the realization of, right, I want to get back onto my diet now and really, really fucking focus on, ticking the boxes and getting shit done. Getting back into the routine and getting the ball rolling again. And sometimes those slip ups happen, and sometimes they're a good cause to get you back into what you should be doing. Back on track, back onto your purpose. And yeah, just something simple like that. It could be anything: diet, training, going into different gyms, jobs, whatever. If you're trying to start like a side hustle, if you go off track one day, the next day you might think, right, fuck it, this is what I want, I'm going to do it. And yeah, definitely a good mentality to have. And so going back to the whole point of, if you love it too often, you're going to start not loving it. You can definitely see that whole cycle repeat constantly. And I know for a fact a lot of people out there do struggle with this, because it's not just the gym, it's every other hobby. Like, I'll take boxing for example. You'll start boxing, you go, yeah, I enjoy this. So then you'll start getting more serious with it. And then this is when you start seeing people fall off because they've enjoyed it too much. So then they'll start losing the love for it. But then eventually, if you do genuinely like it enough, you'll go back into it. And then this ball keeps fucking rolling. But obviously that's the same with life anyway. But yeah, enough waffling on. We're getting to the gym. We'll get to it. So I'll see you in there. Alright, well, that was not a good fucking session at all. Like one bit. I got in there but it was like what I was saying before. I got so hyped up to actually come into the gym. As soon as I stepped foot into the gym and started warming up, nothing really connected. Nothing started to connect. Nothing felt alright. So the warm up was a bit shit. So then I went on to leg extension, RDL, and then hack squat, and I just went, you know what? Nothing's fucking working. Like the weight's moving, just not feeling it, not doing anything at all. Now, notes time, and I've actually got a note in here that's relevant to today's session. You're not going to feel like doing it all the time. It literally just happened to me. So I've had, for the past, I'd say 2 or 3 weeks, every lower session is just hit solid, and I've been able to progress really well. I've been able to, find a good connection with my mind and muscle connection. I've actually looked forward to training lower more than I've looked forward to training upper. So yeah, I think today has really flipped that on its head, which is a good thing, because now I'm going to start enjoying my upper sessions a lot more. It always goes back to this age-old saying of, fuck your feelings, focus on the end result and focus on your goals, which is good. A lot of people on social media like to emphasize this point and like really drive it in, but I don't think a lot of them actually understand, like on a deeper level than just reading the quote and then thinking, oh yeah, fuck your feelings, go on with it. I think that the biggest thing with this point is actually understanding the feeling and then working with the feeling to then push through to the bigger goal. And suppressing the emotion isn't something that I'd recommend doing, because all that will do is just bring the emotion back like 10 times more, what's the word for it, more intense. Training with the emotion of this is shit, I don't want to do it, I don't want to carry on, still fucking do it. Still train with that emotion, but don't try and like push it to one side. It's one thing that I've learned over the past, I'd say over the past year, is it's definitely been a big like thing to where I've just taken a step back from everything instead of trying to like really push on and really what's the word, be so aggressive in like chasing stuff. And it's one of those where it got to a point where I just couldn't hold it back. I couldn't just carry on suppressing it anymore. So yeah, it's definitely something that I've kind of taken a step back on and just relaxed a little bit. Today's session, yeah, it was shit. Fine, perfectly fine. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm going backwards, because even if you come in and just look at the gym, you've done more than what I would have done if I didn't come to the gym. So yeah, terrible session, but we got it done anyway.